Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a new Geek Out review Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai. And my name is Alex. As usual, I am joined by Felipe Macedo. Felipe, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How are you doing
I
today?
am I am fantastic. This week episode was really nice. A bit too short for my taste, but we're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, it was a fun episode. I'm fantastic. I can't wait to talk about this episode with you. So for everybody at home, if you like what we do, these review comes out every Monday for the rest of the Dragon Quest season, and you can follow me at Soshwank on Twitter, and Felipe, you can follow him on Twitter also at Macedo Felipe. So if you like what we do here at the Geek Ride, please subscribe, all the jazz. So Felipe, what did you think of this week's episode?
Well,
What's the what's the
the
title?
the previous episode, I was worried, like I told you before, that it was too fast,
Yes.
and I was really worried that this episode would be too fast too.
Uh
I
huh.
mean, we knew that Avan would fight Hadlar,
Yes.
and I was like, oh my God, are they gonna finish this episode with the finish of this with the end of the fight too, because I don't want that to end that fast. And we see that it wasn't like that. That we see that this episode we had more story and we had the fight, but the fight didn't ended at the end of the episode.
Yes.
So I was really glad about that because this is like a important fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, thank God they didn't finish that fight in just one episode. And that it was that. I mean, I'm really glad now that maybe I'm I don't know yet. We have to see it, but maybe they're like saving the good fights, the important fights, to be like a little bit extended. Not really extended, but they are not. I don't think maybe they're not making it short, so that's good too.
Yeah.
What if you?
I have to agree with you. Like I was like we talk about how quickly they were like getting
Mhm.
us into this episode and like presenting new element and closing kind of storyline quickly
Yeah.
throughout the episode. I was too scared for this one, like you said. Like basically this episode, the Dark Lord comes back while Avan is training Dai, and they're gonna clash with the Dark Lord. Um, I was happy that the not the whole fight is coming in one episode. They're gonna kind of split it.
Hmm.
But yeah, like for the point that you brought up, that they're gonna extend those fights a little bit more, maybe later on when we're gonna get bigger fight and everything. But that
Hmm.
was a long time ago a complaint about Dragon Ball and Naruto that basically for a single fight you would go on for like 6, 7, 8 episodes. It
Yeah.
was too much. But
Sure.
even this week, I would have loved for just the small part that we had between Avan and can't remember his name, but the Dark Lord.
Adla.
Sorry,
Adla.
Avlan,
Adla.
Adlar.
Adla.
Yeah, Adlar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I would have loved for the fight to go a little bit more. I went back to the manga, and basically the manga it was almost shot by shot the manga.
Hmm.
But I would have loved them for to add a little bit more to that fight, like maybe a dialogue or two to understand a little bit more the conflict between these two.
Hmm.
So I'm happy they didn't end the fight, but I would have loved for the avant part to last a little bit longer and to
Sure.
like maybe jump into the other episode, like cut when he prepared to do his slash, cut
Hmm.
there, and we see kind of a little bit more in the next episode before die uh, pick it up. I presume in the
Okay.
next episode because this is what the int had at the end of this episode. But I like it. In general, the animation were beautiful.
Oh
Uh,
yes.
Adlar came and he was really nice. I love the special effect of the episode. Those flash of magic and power were really nice. Like it was nice to see like real magic like for the
Sure.
first time in the show, like powerful magic. It was really nice. But yeah, I just have the feeling that they could have extend the fight a little bit more. I'm starting to feel that rush that they have. I'm starting to kind of thinking like, okay, you can slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
for me, uh, that fight. I mean, that fight was. I remember when I watched the original show
Yeah.
before, and at least in my childhood memories,
Hmm.
I remember that when I fought the dragon, when I turned into the dragon,
Yes.
to be way more dramatic and way more extended too, you know.
Yes.
And that was, and then Hadlar came to the island and everything, just like we saw. And then we knew that Avan was weak because he turned into a dragon, and that caused also he lost a lot of stamina and he lost a lot of magic power.
Hmm.
And but the difference, at least like for this one, for the actual one, for the old one, is that at least we saw that in the previous one, as far as I can remember, I may be wrong, but Avan he fought a lot against Dai too, you know. So that was one of the reasons that he might be tired too. But for this one, it was like way too fast. Okay, I understand because why it was too fast, and I'm okay with that, you know. But also now we can like interpret a little bit differently. It's just like because not because what I'm trying to say is that in this time when we saw Avan was basically he didn't have much more magic spell for use. He didn't have that much MP for him to use in this fight if we're talking in
Yeah.
RPG elements.
Yes.
But in the previous one, he was like really tired because he fought a lot against
Yes.
Dai, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is fun, and this time we see that Hadla he's like very strong. He's stronger
Yes.
than he was before, and and he didn't age as Avan has aged. You know, I mean, 15 years had passed,
Hmm.
and now like Avan is older, and Hadra is not. He's actually younger, like Pop said, like Grandpa said.
Yeah.
You know, so like okay, and he has to. He seems to have this new body, so you know, like this is everything different. So well,
Yeah.
anyway, this is awesome.
I have to agree with you. That was really nice. Yet again, like they show that they can give us a lot of information in a short time. Like you said, like
Yeah.
in just these little line, we understand that Adlar got a new body, so he's younger, more powerful. He's in full control of the combat, and Avan is kind of tired. But I to come back to your previous point, I have to agree that even in the book, like when they draw Avan when he comes back from the dragon spell,
Hmm.
he's like wear out a little bit.
Okay.
He got dirt on him.
Sure.
They show him a little bit more tired, like you said,
Hmm.
and I find also that in the episode they could have shown that a little bit better.
Yes.
It's just like Pop coming in saying like, oh yeah, he used a very powerful spell, so he doesn't have any more magic power. That
Hmm.
was
Yeah.
kind of a like I would have preferred a show don't tell situation than just Pop coming in and say like, oh yeah, he got magic power depleted. So I think this week they made a little mistake. Didn't waste my time. It was
Oh,
very enjoyable. Like I said, the animation were good. I just think
mhm.
that they need to rethink a little bit how they're gonna present the element to not like take the easy way but not
Mhm.
extend too much on
Yeah.
these presentation. Like they have to find the right balance, and I think yet they as haven't find it. Like it's
Mhm.
I'm sure it's gonna come in. I can't wait for the next episode. I can wait to see how they're gonna like present this. But I think this week they went just a little bit too. They rushed like you said, like we haven't talked about it, but like the episode start with what is supposed to be a training day, a hard one, a big
Hmm.
fight, a big challenge for Dai,
Yeah.
and basically in 5 minutes in the episode is resolved, and
Yeah.
Dai is learning a new ability. So like they could have extended that a little bit, show us the beginning of the fight between Avan and Adlar,
Hmm.
and the next episode follow up with the big fight that we would wait for, hope for.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And one information that they also spoken about, uh, it was about the King Demon. I
Yes.
didn't remember that they spoke about the King Demon so early in that. I thought it was like something like they would let to know people know like way later. And I because it's been a while since I have read the
Yep.
manga, and in the anime I don't remember about that too. So
No, I can.
uh,
Yeah, basically, the way they present it in the book, like I said, I went back and read it because we
mhm.
are still in the at where we are in the story in the anime so far. We are still in that first book. We are a
Okay.
few chapter in, but we're still in the first volume of the series. So basically, yeah, it happened about the same way in the anime. It's
Hmm.
basically the whole hero. So Avan and his team always
Hmm.
believed that Adlar was the big villain.
Yeah.
So in the book, it's like a little bit of pride. Basically, Adlar when he comes back and Avan is tired and asking like, how are you this powerful?
Hmm.
Basically, Adlar says the same thing like, oh, I have a master, and that master gave me a new body and gave me a new set of power. But you see him only as a shadow, like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't see his face yet or
Mhm.
anything. That's gonna come later, way
Yeah.
later
Yeah. Yeah.
in the manga.
Sure.
But yeah, it was really nice in terms of like following the book. They do these episodes very good.
Okay.
Uh, it's almost one for one.
That's amazing.
But if the book didn't exist or the old manga anime didn't exist, um, I would love for them to flush out a little bit more these character. Like we saw Pup for what 30 seconds this week. He was just training alone in the
Yeah.
forest and just basically coming the fight to be scared of everything. So I want to see next week more development for Pup, a little bit more time on that fight to give
Yeah.
him to give the fight meaning. The problem is so far we haven't had a fight that like you are scared for the character or anything. Like it's the fight comes and goes really
Yeah.
quickly, and
That's
none
true.
of them had meaning yet. So I want to see that. I definitely want to see that in the next episode.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. But I like it how this far was going because we see that Avan was struggling. I mean, he tried his the best
Yeah.
of his technique, like the Avan slash that we call here, and it didn't work. Maybe because he didn't have that much magic power. Maybe because he was tired. But anyway, it didn't work. And there was this shot after they attacks Hadla that Hadla he used like this big firepower,
Yeah.
and that reminds me a lot of when Piccolo saved Gohan.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
That was amazing. That was amazing,
Yes.
and we see like things are not really going well, and as far as we know that Avan is like really strong, this is a fight that he's having a struggle. He's having difficulty to handle this, and we see that Avan he's like trying to how can I say this? He tries to destabilize the Hadlar, the enemy,
Hmm.
by saying, "Hey, so you're not the demon lord anymore, so you're just a servant." And Hadlar was like, "What? What you're saying?" So that was like really good too. Like he knows how to mentally damage the to make the enemy unstable. That was the word that I was looking for. So that was really good too, you know.
It's really nice that you bring that point because I didn't pick it up I didn't pick up on that at all. Um, so yeah, it's a very very nice point of view because I felt like yes, you have the like the moment that Dai attacks and he draw blood from Adlar, and
Yeah,
Adlar is
yeah.
like, oh, you know what, I changed my mind, I will not let you live.
Hmm.
Student of Avon are dangerous things. And
Yeah,
we have the sacrifice, and that scene touched me a little bit, but I didn't catch about the pride on Adlar, like getting angry for being basically a servant and everything. But yeah, that's a nice point of view, and I think I'll go back check out the episode for that because I think he would probably had that character growth that I wish for that I
yeah.
haven't picked up on the episode. So thank you for pointing that out to
That's
me.
okay.
That's really nice. I didn't notice that. That was cool. All right.
Yeah, because we see like Halavan is smart not because he's strong, but he's because I mean we see Halavan is powerful not only because he's strong, because he is,
Yes.
but he's very smart too. How to make people how make his enemies insecure, so like he can see like weaknesses, you know. So
Yep.
that's like really really
Uh huh.
nice.
Yeah, you definitely see that Avan is not just a powerful mentor or anything. Like you
Yeah,
said, he's a very smart character, smart person, and he thinks before he hacks, and definitely that episode showed that to us.
yeah,
So yeah, again, a very nice episode. I enjoyed these every weeks. I'm just hoping for a little bit more balance in the tempo of these episodes and
hmm,
and the way they show information. But yeah, again, very very enjoyed that. It touched me when the sacrifice happened, and I can't wait for next week episode. Any last
yeah.
thought, my friend?
No, that was just that, and I really hope that they can like extend a little bit these meaningful fights. You
Yes.
know, there's this um, that fights that they have an impact on the story as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope for that, and yeah, I mean, I'm really liking what I'm seeing right now. I was like a little bit worried, like I told you before, like, hey, are they gonna make the Hadar fight against Ivan like in just one episode?
just
So
like
because
just yeah, yeah. two
yeah,
two
yeah,
two
because
sword
oh my
and
God,
and then you go, it's done. No, no, like
yeah,
we said, it's good. Like you liked what we saw this week. I find it a bit rushed, but it's okay, not too much.
yeah,
But yeah, the fact that this week we got like the part one of the fight, the avant part of the fight, and next
yeah,
week we're gonna see Pop and Die
yeah,
basically fight together
hmm,
to get out of that situation. So I can't wait.
yeah, me too.
My friend, always a pleasure. Thank you for your time. And everybody at home, if you like what we do, check out for the Geek Ride on YouTube. These episodes drop every Monday, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, so you can start your week with your dose of the Geek Ride. Thank you very much. For me, you can follow me on Twitter at SoSchwenk and Felipe at Macedo Felipe. So take good care. Have a good week. Felipe, thank you very much again, my friend. See you next time.
Thank you, Alex. See you guys. See you next time, Alex. Bye bye.
Take care, my friend.